Hey everyone, welcome back to the Craft Parenting Podcast. Thank you, Caroline.
Welcome.
Podcast about two Cincinnati craft beer lovers with a parenting problem. Thank you so much for being here. I mean, there seems to be some kind of echo.
Jinx, show me your soul.
Uh-huh.
What you gonna do about that?
Well, you're ruining the introduction. If you are here, thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We are back for another shorter episode about the higher gravity Beervent calendar, day 3. And without further ado, by the way, my name is Joe. This is Caroline.
Hi. I already got yelled at.
We're
Hello,
parents. We have problems.
Those problems are currently sleeping.
Yes.
So we get to do the craft portion of this.
Yes. And without further ado, what is day 3 of the higher gravity Beervent calendar?
Monsters at Werk. Which is a collaboration beer with Weldwerks Brewing Company and Wandering Monsters Brewing. So this is Keep Cold, Drink Now, a dialed-in beer.
Well, that is what we are doing.
Mm-hmm. And it is a Hazy India Pale Ale that is 7%. That's in a different thing. I have it.
No, it's here. It's right.
Oh, 7.1%.
It has very nice artwork.
Yeah, it's like a medium child drew a bunch of monsters in a gym, and it's real cute.
Can you see that?
Kind of.
So I recognize one of those breweries, and they do kind of have like the sketch artwork going on. Wandering Monsters. That's a Cincinnati brewery.
Yes. So, and it is currently on tap at Wandering Monsters, at least as of this recording. I'm assuming it's still going to be on tap when we drop this, because there's not like a big jump of time between there. And this beer came out a while ago at this point. So the description per Wandering Monsters website is, this rad collaboration came from a visit. I'm too tired to talk apparently, so I'm going to start over. This rad collaboration.
No do-overs.
I know. This rad collaboration came from a visit to our great friends at Weldwerks in Greenlee, Colorado. Do not know what state I was going to say. Monsters at Werk is a super juicy IPA brewed with Citra, Riwaka? Riwaka? Have not heard that one before. Lotus Salvo? Haven't heard of that one either, but I can pronounce it. Sabaro and Sultana hops. So that's like a lot of different hops. Can you taste all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those hops?
We haven't taken a sip yet.
Can you sniff all of those hops?
It smells very hoppy.
It smells very juicy, which is good because it's a juicy IPA.
It's a hazy IPA.
It's a hazy IPA, but it's very juicy.
I think hazy IPAs are juicy IPAs, so we're both right.
They say it's a super juicy IPA. Literally, the description I just read said super juicy.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a sip of this while you vamp, or not. Okay. I will vamp while you sip.
Well, so Wandering Monsters is Cincinnati, and Weldwerks is Colorado.
Yes.
Okay. I've never heard of Weldwerks before, but the beer is exactly what they say it is. It's hazy, it's juicy, as some kids say.
It's got that juice.
It's very hoppy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bitter like a West Coast IPA is necessarily. It's hoppy for sure, but it's not like overly bitter.
As someone who does not like IPAs, what do you think of this? Like, would you drink it again?
Would I drink it again? Just like a can here or there. And the situation would have to be the right situation.
Probably a good warm day.
Yeah. Right now it's like 30 degrees ish.
I am very cold. I should not be in a short sleeve shirt, but I refused to put on a jacket because I like the shirt. It's my camp reunion shirt. I did not go to the camp reunion.
Why did you get a shirt then?
Because I liked the shirt. It's got a tent and some trees and a hill and the moon and a little fire. It's cute. And
If they can see that.
they can't.
Okay.
Especially if they're listening to the podcast and not watching on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, hi. Like, subscribe, notification bell. Do all the things.
Do all the things for sure. No, this is definitely a change of pace from the previous two Beervent beers.
Yes.
We had a middle of the road, like 5% white stout.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Which
we
is good.
had the super duper.
Pasty stout.
Yeah.
That was
16.
like
It was.
more than double this ABV percentage.
Yeah. It was
Delicious.
like the complete opposite of this.
Yes.
Which is refreshing because I don't know if I could have done another pasty stout at 16%. Like right after that. It's definitely it's not an everyday beer.
No, it's not. I really enjoy this. As someone who enjoys hazy IPAs, this is like everything that I want out of a hazy IPA. Because I get some of the hops, but not like, well, I get the hops, but not all of the bitters. And it doesn't like super hang out on my tongue. So I feel like I have to eat or drink something else before I can move on to a different, like, super flavored beverage that I'm trying to enjoy. Because it's going to clear my tongue off a bit.
It's a lot more smooth too than a West Coast would be.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that part of it. IPAs are not my thing if you've been a listener for a while. But to your point, it's exactly what they say it is. It has all those notes. It has all those, everything that the description that we just read said it is.
Yeah. So things I forgot to mention that I usually mention. This has got like a nice little like orange creamy color. Like it's like a pale yellowish, and it's definitely hazy. Cannot see Joe through it. And it's got a light white head that is still there, but not super there at this point. Mm-hmm. And it's definitely very juicy on the aroma. And a little floral, maybe.
All right. So are we going to talk about the breweries now?
Yes. So usually we talk about the beer first. We talk about the breweries. I would definitely drink this again. Be perfect for a nice warm day, which is not today, but still a good day. And it's always a good day to drink a beer. So we can chit chat about Wandering Monsters first, which is one of the newer breweries in Cincinnati. It is not the newest because I think that's Fabled. They opened up really close to each other, and I want to say that Wandering Monsters opened up first and then Fable opened. I will be told if I was wrong about that. But I know Wandering Monsters has been thought about probably way longer than Fabled was, according to their About section.
How do you know that?
So Wandering Monsters, perfect transition. Our story on their website. Wandering Monsters began as a dream while Jason Brewer was working for another local brewery. After almost 10 years, he left and began the journey of finding a team to execute their unified vision, to build a family-friendly brewery with world-class beer and BBQ, aka barbecue. But it says BBQ, so I feel like I have to say that. So their monster lineup. We are excited to brew and serve you some of the finest beer and food in Cincinnati. We are known in our field to push the envelope in quality and for experimentation with recipes. We will keep wandering. They made Keep Wandering a different color, so I thought that I could click on it, but I can't. I was like, what's that go to? Nothing. We are super excited to go there at some point. The beer that we have had from there has been fantastic, which does not surprise me at all with Jason being involved.
What beer have we had from there?
Oh, maybe I had some beer from there.
Ah, no fair.
That I can't totally talk about on the recording. You were there, but I don't think you drank any. There was a bottle on a table, and I drank some.
A beer booze box?
No. Oh, we did have their beer at Beers, Booze, and Bonks, though. I had their M&Ms.
Oh, yeah, I did.
I wonder if...
But it's not like we purchased it in distribution and brought it home. They do distribute. I knew that.
They do.
They have a middle of the road lager, I think.
They have a beer. Their Oktoberfest beer is called Ludwig. So we have to get it next year.
Okay.
Though they still have it on draft right now, so.
Didn't they make it to the finals in the Oktoberfest thing?
They did.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know that it was called Ludwig.
I did, but I forgot.
I would have been more of a peanut gallery person if I knew that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that I had mentioned something about that, but I don't remember.
So what is the second?
Oh, I was going to see what the beer was that we had at Beers, Booze, and Bonks.
Oh, I think I interrupted you. You said you were super excited.
To go there because they've got duck pin bowling.
Yeah.
So
we should probably mention that on the podcast.
Yeah, so they've got, like, they were very big on having a thing to do at the brewery that was not just drinking or eating. And when duck pin bowling came about,
what is duck pin bowling?
You're gonna have to Google that one. I'm pretty sure that was what they had in my Uncle Joel's basement. Where it's the bowling where you're just going. It's like a small scale bowling. Where the pins are attached to strings. But I don't know. I was looking up what Wandering Monsters had brought to Beers, Booze, and Bonks.
I thought you were looking up Weldwerks.
No, I already have a link for that. So at Beer, Booze, and Bonks, we had their M&M Holdra, which was a blonde ale with M&Ms that was not necessarily like a super polarizing beer, but like a semi-polarizing beer because people either liked it or they didn't. And I think part of that was just because it tasted so much like M&Ms. People were like, whoa, this is a really sweet beer. And I'm like, it tastes like M&Ms. This is the best beer ever. So just small scale bowling.
I think, yeah. According to Wikipedia, they are a website that exclusively talks about bowling, I hear.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a variation of bowling, and the ball and the pins are smaller than 10-pin bowling. Is that normal bowling?
Yes, normal bowling at a bowling alley is 10-pin bowling.
So it's like super small bowling ball and duck pin.
Did you ever bowl in my Uncle Joel's basement? Probably not.
No.
I don't know if the machine worked.
I've never been to your Uncle Joe's basement.
It's been a very long time. He used to have a bunch of winemaking stuff in his basement. Would have been cool to get my hands on that if I would have known that I would be interested in home brewing. But I didn't know that I was going to be interested in home brewing. So I don't know where that stuff ended up. I really like his potato pancake recipe, though. That I miss.
Okay. Weldwerks.
Weldwerks Brewing is in Colorado, and they have been around since 2015. Joe, trivia question.
Mm-hmm.
What year did we get married?
2015.
Yeah, good job. So they've been around for about 8 years now. So we've been married for 8 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I should have made that the question.
Yeah. I mean, math is hard, so.
So their story on their website. Established in 2015, Weldwerks Brewing Company is an award-winning and locally owned craft brewery in Greeley, Colorado. Recognized for brewing an array of beer styles, including Juicy Bits, one of the most highly regarded IPAs in the country, and creating chef-driven and intentionally crafted dishes in its in-house kitchen. So that sounds like super similar to what Wandering Monsters' goal is, where everything is very well-intentioned and delicious food.
Is their art similar to theirs?
I will find out
Okay.
in a bit. Comprised of a passionate group of individuals dedicated to bringing innovative and quality craft beer to the community it serves, Weldwerks Brewing, which operates on both a 15-barrel, 3-vessel steam brew house and a 30-barrel, 4-vessel steam brew house, has garnered numerous medals and acclaim on the way, including being named Best New Brewery by USA Today's 10 Best Readers' Choice Awards in 2016, and multiple medals at both Great American Beer Festival and World Beer Cup. At Weldwerks, being dialed in is a way of life, helping to ensure outstanding excellence in craft beer, service, and beyond. So they homebrewed in their garage.
Yeah.
And now they make beer. And you wanted to know specifically about their art. Their art does not look like this, usually. But their can art is varied. This is the only one that looks like that.
Okay. So it looks like Wandering Monsters maybe designed the label.
Yeah, or it was like because I mean that's like Wandering Monsters colors. Monsters at Work. Trying to Google that totally threw my search for a loop because there is a Monsters Incorporated movie or TV show called.
It's a Disney Plus show.
Yeah, called Monsters at Work. And so Google was like, "Do you mean monsters at WORK?" And I was like, "No, I mean like WERK." Like the road that's semi near my house.
Mm-hmm.
You need to hit the button now. West side, west side. Thank you.
What else do you want to say about this beer?
It's really good. I'm looking forward to finishing it. I am glad that I stayed up so we could record this episode. Because it's been a day. Good day.
It has been a day. I mean, you can say that every day.
We could.
Yeah.
Bengals didn't win.
No.
But that I don't know how many games there are between when we're recording this and when this is releasing. I think there's just one.
I'm pretty sure we could release this in 2 weeks. We could release this in 3 weeks.
Poor Joe Burrow. He's going to get surgery soon. I saw something where the NFL was like, hey, you need to prove that he was fine at practices because like you're not supposed to do stuff if you're injured. And like they were trying to say that like they had him play even though he wasn't at 100%. And they're like, he attended all the practices. Like, I don't know what you wanted us to do. He didn't say anything. I don't know.
I think he injured it at the game.
He did. But it's like your dad tore his ligament at our wedding. But he didn't necessarily tear it because of our wedding. It was just like the one little piece of straw that broke the camel's back. Because his ligament was gross.
Is that the medical term for it?
Yes.
Okay. We are gonna
CALMD.
We are gonna close this day out, day 3. Monsters at Work. WERK, if you're Googling it. By Weldwerks Brewing and Wandering Monsters.
I got no idea what tomorrow is going to be. But probably not a stout because we did 2 stouts in a row. Like different stouts, but maybe it'll be another hazy IPA or just another IPA. And it'll be like a 2 and a 2 and a 2. That'd be interesting.
We will see.
Time will tell.
We will be back tomorrow.
Back.
For day 4. I hope you will join us. Remember, we have both. We're going to do audio and video.
Mm-hmm.
So if you prefer to look at us, look at our pretty faces.
You can see my awesome new poinsettia scrunchie that I designed and made. And you can find me on Instagram at Caroline Creates Crafts. And he's at Craft Parenting Joe.
And you can subscribe to us on YouTube if you want to look at our pretty faces.
Yeah.
To finish my thought.
Or your favorite podcast platform.
Yes.
And give us 5 stars and tell us how we're doing. And if you don't like this episode, listen to like 5 more and then tell us which one was your favorite. If you like this episode, tell us and we'll make more like it. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you.
Bye.
That's my Bye.